WrestleMania Night 2, WrestleMania Sunday. It's time for predictions for that very show. 6 matches for the final night of WrestleMania weekend. And yes, I don't consider the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania to be WrestleMania weekend. It's after WrestleMania, it's post WrestleMania. Bear with me. Again, you might disagree. That's just my opinion, okay? So with that said, 6 matches and the biggest match, the biggest main event that everyone's looking forward to, that no one in the right mind can absolutely 100% guarantee predict on who walks out undisputed Universal Champion. So, let's get right into it. Which match opens WrestleMania Sunday? And again, it's very hard to predict WrestleMania Sunday without knowing what transpires on WrestleMania Saturday. Because this is sports, this is stories, this is storylines, character progression. Whatever happens in one night can affect you positively or negatively on night 2. And of course, I'm talking about the main event, both world title matches on WrestleMania Sunday. So with that said, the match that opens up WrestleMania Sunday is, of course, the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth frickin' Rollins defending his title against Drew McIntyre. The third time they face off against each other for a pay-per-view. Can Drew McIntyre finally get the job done? Not just against Seth frickin' Rollins, but he lost to Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle. And then he lost to Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 37. Yeah, 37. So he hasn't been able to win the big one, the World Championship, against fans. That's Drew McIntyre's story. And he's been doing some great, amazing, awesome character work, mic work as well. And again, without knowing what goes down on night 1, we don't know in what state Seth freaking Rollins is in going into this match. Do I think Damian Priest might cash in? No. I think he might cash in on Monday. Maybe. I wouldn't bet on that. But I just don't think it makes sense for Priest to cash in at any moment in time. It doesn't make sense for him to walk out as world champion. And I do believe that if he cashes that in, he's going to walk out world champion. It's just a matter of against who. And it's time. It's time to take the title off of Seth frickin' Rollins. And it's time, just like I predicted for night 1, the Bloodline winning, Rollins losing with Cody Rhodes. This time, everything gets taken away from Rollins, which leads us into the future, where Rollins once again targets his enemy, Cody Rhodes. So, with that said, Drew McIntyre finally achieves it and walks out World Heavyweight Champion. He finally wins a big one. He finally defeats Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins can take a break. He can heal. He can go away for a while. And Drew can take care of the world title and of the company of Monday Night Raw going into the European shows, of course. I'm hoping they do bring back Broken Dreams at least for this WrestleMania entrance, of course. We'll just have to wait and see in that. But Drew McIntyre walks out brand new World Heavyweight Champion. The next matchup, 6-man tag team Philadelphia Street Fight. And talk about matches that are thrown together. Talk about matches that, even if you put a stipulation like this, like a street fight, it's hard to care. And that's not the fault of Lashley and the Street Profits or the Final Testament. It's not their fault. They haven't been given the right spotlight, the right attention in terms of making fans care. Because all 6 men involved are extremely talented. Fans love Bobby Lashley. Fans love Street Profits. I particularly love Karrion Kross ever since his days back in TNA. Akam and Razor, haven't seen enough of them to really get a good opinion on them. Before the Final Testament, I think they were The last time I saw them, and the first time I saw them, for that matter, was when they joined forces with Seth freaking Rollins. No, he wasn't freaking back then. Seth Rollins back in late 2019. So it's been a while. So with that said, 6-man tag team match, The Pride, Bobby Lashley, Street Profits for the win. They've got to bookend this feud. It's got to end somehow. It's got to end sometime. And it hasn't heated up to the point that fans want to keep watching this. Bobby Lashley, Dawkins, Montez Ford. He's going to do something crazy. I can already sense it. He's walking out with the win. They're walking out with the win in this 6-man tag team Philadelphia street fight. Next matchup. Triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. Now, you know me. I'm not a fan of main event stars, top level stars, in this case, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens going after mid-card titles. I'm not. And I much would have preferred L.A. Knight, challenging for the United States Championship. But I can't control what WWE books. I can't control their creative. I can't control any creative. And instead of going into a full-on rant on why LA Knight should be challenging for the title, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Logan Paul is gonna retain against all odds. He's gonna retain. There's no reason whatsoever to have Randy Orton be U.S. champion. There's no reason whatsoever to have Kevin Owens be U.S. champion. As a matter of fact, in this triple threat contest, they're gonna end up canceling each other out and helping Logan Paul get the win. Sorry, not sorry. That's gonna happen. Logan Paul, the Maverick, retains the title, and then hopefully SummerSlam comes around and L.A. Knight becomes United States champion. Yeah. So, talking about LA Knight. Singles match against AJ Styles. I'm just happy he's on the card. He should have been at WrestleMania last year. I was hoping for that big pop. Both nights in that stadium. Didn't happen. Disappointed. Extremely disappointed. Been a fan of LA Knight since he was Eli Drake back in TNA. So, with that said, he gets the win. I think he gets the win against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. No, there's no doubt in my mind about that. They got to give him wins in big stages to keep him hot. And AJ Styles, he can take losses. Doesn't really affect his character. Doesn't really affect his momentum. And I am hoping that we get Evil Ways at WrestleMania 40 for AJ Styles, because that theme song for AJ was very short-lived in TNA back in 2013, 2014, and it's so badass. I've been watching on YouTube. I've been hearing it on YouTube. It fits with how AJ Styles is today. I'm hoping we get it. Hopefully. We'll just have to wait and see. And then we got ourselves a match that many think should have been a main event at WrestleMania 40. Why? Because, well, she won the 30-women Royal Rumble match. Here's the thing. I know you're not going to be happy, or you're not going to agree with how I put this. Io Sky versus Bayley was going to happen at WrestleMania regardless. If it was for the Women's Championship, regardless. If Bayley wins the Rumble, regardless. It's going to happen. The whole dissolution of Damage Control, that's a story that I believe, and this is just my belief, WWE had in the works for quite some time now. The reason this match is for the WWE Women's Championship is very simple. Charlotte Flair got injured, much like CM Punk got injured, and plans had to change. Because the plan for WrestleMania, of course, was Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's Championship. And one of them got injured, unfortunately. That's the business, that's the industry that we enjoy, that we watch, that we really love. It is what it is. Just based on that. Io Sky versus Bayley, Women's Championship on the line. Yes, she won the Royal Rumble. Okay, there's bigger stars on the card. And this isn't not anything against Io Sky. This isn't anything against Bayley. Hell, even if we did get Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair, if CM Punk gets injured, we still get these two main events that we have right now for Night 1 and Night 2. The tag team match and the Reigns versus Cody rematch. We still get that. It is what it is. So, who walks out with the Women's Championship? Very simple. Very easy. Bayley. Bayley walks out WWE Women's Champion, and then eventually, down the line, she drops it to a returning Charlotte Flair. She drops it to Bianca Belair. I don't know what's going to go down, but as far as WrestleMania 40 is concerned, Bayley walks out brand new champion. Now, keeping that in mind, we get to the main event of not only WrestleMania Sunday, but the main event of WrestleMania 40 itself. If it was still one night, this would be the main event. Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, our tribal chief, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, defending against the winner of back-to-back Royal Rumble matches 2023, 2024, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in Cody's final chance, final crack at Roman Reigns. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get any better than this. Now, I have to take into account my predictions for Night 1, of course. And I said, not so long ago actually, the Bloodline walks out with the win. The Bloodline wins that tag team match, and we get Bloodline rules for WrestleMania Sunday. Which means Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and the final boss himself, The Rock. They're all going to get involved in this main event. Hell, if you thought last year's main event, Reigns versus Cody, WrestleMania Sunday, was overbooked, you're not going to like this Sunday's main event. Because if they get involved, others will get involved for Cody. Jey Uso countering Jimmy Uso. Dare I say, John Cena countering Solo Sikoa. And who bigger than Stone Cold Steve Austin countering the final boss, The Rock? I'm just putting it out there. It's gonna be one hell of an overbooked main event. Very reminiscent of the Attitude Era, and guess what? 70,000 plus are gonna love it in that stadium every time a certain wrestler's theme music hits. And the only reason Seth freaking Rollins, I'm not involving him in this entire overbooked mess, is because he lost main event Night 1, and then he loses his world title. He's out of the equation. Simple as that. So, with that said, we've already talked about this overbooked mess. We've already talked about who's countering the Bloodline, if that indeed does happen. Because again, this is a story that we know all too well. You have to stack the odds against the babyface. And they're doing that. And they're gonna do that at WrestleMania Saturday. But the ultimate question is, who walks out undisputed WWE Universal Champion? Ooh, tough to predict. WrestleMania 5, if I'm not mistaken, Macho Man Randy Savage wins the title. WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart wins the title. WrestleMania 15, Stone Cold wins the title. WrestleMania 20, nobody wants to talk about it, nobody's ever going to bring it up, but we get Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero closing the show as world champions. WrestleMania 25, Triple H loses to Randy Orton. WrestleMania 30, the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan. And WrestleMania 35, not just Rollins beating Brock Lesnar in the opener, but Kofi Mania. Kofi Kingston becoming brand new WWE champion. So, damn it. I mean, if you look at my predictions throughout the years, 2021, I said Reigns was losing at the Edge. It seemed like the right moment. It didn't happen. WrestleMania in 2022, Reigns had to win. He does. WrestleMania 2023 against Cody Rhodes. Damn it. This is how you know I didn't do these beforehand. This is how you know I didn't make my selections before actually getting on video. Here's the thing. Reigns lost to Lesnar so many times and it did not affect him at all. So I don't think Cody Rhodes losing to Roman Reigns for a second time in a row would affect him that much. Damn it. You know what? Let's grow a set. Let's be risky. Let's be on edge. Brand new Undisputed Universal Champion Cody Rhodes walks out of WrestleMania 40 with the title, finally beating the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, ending his historic title reign. Reigns goes away for quite a while, and Cody is able to be champion in Europe. Babyface champion. There, I said it. Cody Rhodes walks out with the championship. 51% over. Actually, let's do this. 50.1% Cody Rhodes. 49.9% Roman Reigns. I'm not good at math, but I wouldn't be surprised if Roman Reigns walks out still champion. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, WrestleMania 40, let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy being wrestling fans, and let's just get taken on this ride, because make no mistake about it, it will be one hell of a ride in Philadelphia this weekend, and I just can't wait. So with that said, what are your thoughts on WrestleMania 40 Night 2? What are your predictions? Do you agree with mine? Do you have some differences? I don't know. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.